Hello, and thank you for your interest in running for local office. My name is Elena Hilby, and I am the City Clerk for the City of Sun Prairie. When you're running for office, you're likely to be working with myself and/or either of my deputies, Erin Linsenmeyer and Jesse Arce. We've created a candidate packet as a resource for people interested in running for a local office. There's a lot of information available in many different places, so we tried to compile those resources into one packet with links to where this information can be found. This is a thick packet and may seem a little daunting, so I want to go through the packet to help ensure you understand what's on each page and the information we're trying to share with you. This page is telling you when the spring election will take place, as well as the spring primary, should it be needed. A primary will be needed if any office on the ballot has more than 2 candidates running per available seat. Unfortunately, we just don't know whether there's going to be a primary or not until the filing deadline has passed. This page also gives you the term limits for the offices up for election. There's 1 alderperson up in each district, and their terms will run from April 19th, 2022 through April 16th, 2024. Further down this page, you'll find some election turnout statistics. As you may be aware, this was the year to redistrict following the 2020 census. The Common Council adopted a new ward plan and a new aldermanic district plan. The county is expected to pass their maps on November 18th, and then the Wisconsin Elections Commission will be updating my vote. In the meantime, you can get a fairly good idea about where the aldermanic district boundaries are on the map included in your packet. I have also provided the link to the redistricting page on our website. Let's take a quick look at that page. This is the redistricting page that has the maps that were adopted. There is the ward plan and the aldermanic district plan. We also have a link to the attributes table, which will give you some information about each district. Next, I'd like to show you some of our website pages you might find helpful. So this is the City of Sun Prairie's landing page if you go to www.cityofsunprairie.com. I'd like to go there just to point out a couple of things. Across the top, you've got a number of drop-down menus. They are Your Government, Departments, Services, Doing Business, About Sun Prairie, and a search box. Down below the picture, you'll find direct links to popular pages such as Agendas and Minutes, Reporting a Concern, Employment, Code of Ordinances, Make a Payment, and Transparency. The one I'd like to bring your attention to right now is the Agendas and Minutes link. This link will take you to our meetings page and is a great place to find information on upcoming meetings in case you'd like to start attending some meetings to get an idea of how they run. From this page, you can see links to the agendas and the agenda packets, and later on, the minutes documents are typically added as well. Next, I'd like to talk a little about our Code of Ordinances webpage. While this looks a lot like our other web pages, this actually takes you to Municode, which is the company we use to maintain all of our ordinances. A couple things I'd like to point out on this page are that all of our ordinances can be found here. When you first land on this page, you'll see a list of recently adopted ordinances that have not been codified yet. What this means is simply that I haven't told Municode to go ahead and codify and close out the next supplement to our ordinances. This is usually done quarterly. In the meantime, when folks know an ordinance has passed, they like to be able to see it online right away. So this area allows the recently adopted but not yet codified ordinances to be seen by the public. Once the codification happens, these will all disappear from this area of the webpage and be placed into their corresponding sections within the ordinances. This is the City Clerk's main webpage, and there's a lot of information you'll find here. It's broken down into subsections, and election information can be found under the Election Information link. This is our election information page. Listed here, you'll see all of the upcoming elections that are scheduled. This page gets updated throughout the year. This is our candidate information page. There are many resources here for anyone interested in becoming a candidate. These links will take you to a number of the documents that are included in your packet. This is our finance page. This page has everything you'd like to know about the city's finances. This is also where you'll find the annual budget document. Right now it's showing the 2021 budget, but as soon as the council passes the 2022 budget, then that document will be linked here. This is the City Council Standing Committees page. You can find this page by hovering over Your Government, and then under City Council, you'll click on City Council Standing Committees. So as a member of the Common Council, you'll not only serve on the council, but you may also be appointed to serve on one of our standing committees. The standing committees are the Finance Committee, Personnel Committee, Public Works Committee, and Public Safety Committee. In addition to these committees, council members are also elected and appointed to one or more of our boards, commissions, or committees. This will all happen at the first Committee of the Whole and Common Council organizational meetings in April following the election. Now I'd like to bring your attention to another wonderful website with a plethora of information. This is the Wisconsin Elections Commission website. I'm starting you here at the page of information for local, nonpartisan candidates. The mayor, council members, and municipal judges are all nonpartisan offices. This page will have all the links you need to all the documents you'll need. Many of the documents listed on our website are actually just links to the WEC's website to ensure you're always accessing the most recent version of a document. All right, so the first thing I'd like to show you is the ballot access checklist. This is a great list you can use to make sure you've done everything you need to do to get onto the ballot. It has information about the forms that need to be filled out and their due dates. It's a one-size-fits-all document, so we've gone ahead and highlighted the information specific to Sun Prairie, such as the number of signatures needed on your nomination forms. So as you can see here, we have alderpersons elected to districts, so the number of signatures required are 20 to 40 signatures. This is the campaign registration form that'll be due by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Everyone needs to fill out a new registration statement every time they run, so even if you're an incumbent, you'll still need to fill this form out again. And this form does come with instructions, but you can always reach out to our office or the Wisconsin Elections Commission with any questions. Next, we have the Declaration of Candidacy form, which will also be due by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 4th. Pay special attention to the line that asks you about how you'd like your name to appear on the ballot. For instance, do you want to use your legal name or a nickname, Robert or Bob? Do you want to use your middle name, middle initial, or neither, and stuff like that? We'll put your name on the ballot exactly as you write it on this line of this form. This document does need to be notarized, and we have notaries here at City Hall who can assist you, or most banks also have notaries as well. And finally, this is your nomination form. It's important to remember that nomination papers may not be circulated until December 1st. Now, this is a form you need to be extremely detail-oriented with. We do try to assist you by filling out some of the information, but you'll need to make sure you properly fill in the rest of your information. There are instructions on the back of this form, and I can't stress to you enough how important it is that you read them. There are many rules about what's acceptable and what's not when filling out this form. One mistake, such as signing the form at the bottom before you collect your signatures so that that date is earlier than all of your signature dates, would mean that none of the signatures could be counted. If someone doesn't put enough of their information on the line they sign, or if their writing is not legible, it may cause that signature not to be counted. It also goes over things like what's considered a complete address and when it's all right to use things like ditto marks. So you really have to pay attention when filling out this form. There's a range of the required number of signatures, and I would strongly urge you to collect more than just the minimum. Collect enough signatures so you have a little buffer in case any of them can't be counted for any reason. Also, it's important to point out that we have aldermanic districts here, 4 of them, and you may only collect signatures of residents who live within your district. Therefore, standing outside a grocery store or other public place to collect signatures may not be the best idea, as it'll be hard to know on the fly if someone lives in your district. A better tactic might be to walk your district and knock on doors or something like that. You are able to sign your own nomination form since you too are a resident of that aldermanic district. You should be aware, though, that a person may only sign one candidate's nomination form. So if you approach someone who says they've already signed a nomination form but would be happy to sign yours as well, don't let them do that because their signature will most likely not be able to be counted. Now we're going to get into campaign finance. Most of our local candidates don't collect or spend enough money to require them to fill out campaign finance forms. This year, a candidate for alderperson can collect and spend up to $400 and still be exempt. The mayor isn't up this year, but if that office were, the limit would be $727.88. This is calculated based on our estimated population. If you have any questions regarding campaign finance, the state agency that oversees that is the Wisconsin Ethics Commission. We've provided a link to their website in your packet as well. This is the link to the Campaign Finance Overview page. This link takes you to the Campaign Finance Filing Calendar. And this link takes you to the Campaign Finance Contributions Limits page. I'd like to thank you for your attention and your consideration to run for local office. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact any one of us. Thank you and have a wonderful day.